Hi, everyone, and welcome to another fun event as part of the Jessie Lewis Choose Love Movement Month of Fun series happening all throughout June in honor of Jessie Lewis, who we have Scarlett on, who is his mom and started this movement in his honor based on the chalkboard message that he left, nurturing, healing, love. I'll pass it over to Scarlett if she wants to say a few words before we get started, and then I will introduce Paula.
Thank you so much, Alexis, and thank you so much, Paula, for inviting Choose Love into your practice, into your life, into your teachings. We so appreciate you. This is now a worldwide movement that has a goal of teaching kids and big kids, us big kids, how to thoughtfully respond with love. So our name is Choose Love, how to choose love in any situation, circumstance, or interaction. And when we do that, we strengthen ourselves and we help those around us. And of course, we also help to create the world that we want to live in. And that's really what we want to do. And we know that we can only do that by inviting others to help us. And so Paula and Michelle and all of you, thank you so much for choosing love. And we just so appreciate you and are filled with gratitude and ready to go. So thank you.
And before we get started, I'll just do a quick introduction about Paula. Paula is from St. Mary's, Ontario, Canada. She's been an educator for over 30 years, including 15 years as a school principal. And for over 15 years, Paula has taught integrative movement, mindful relaxation, and yoga to people of all ages. Paula's education includes recreation, leisure, and movement with a Bachelor of Education and Master of Education in Curriculum Design and Literacy Development. Returning to her roots and her passion for wellness and well-being initiatives, Paula has a background in touch for health, brain gym, Eden energy method, yoga, therapeutic touch, and compassionate inquiry. Paula's favorite way to play is on her sailboat on Lake Huron, enjoying the power of nature and walking the woods near her home. And she just hosted an amazing event just an hour ago. My heart does a little dance with our fellow Choose Love ambassador, Michelle Greenwell. And now I will hand off to you for some self-care.
Thank you so much, Alexis and Scarlett. I'm so happy to be here for Self-Care Sunday and especially offering this workshop for Choose Love. So I'm pretty excited to be here, and I'm going to share tonight some, pretty easy and empowering and accessible strategies and techniques and tools that will help to ease our stress and to activate calm and enhance our well-being. So tonight we're going to really focus on awareness and how does that feel in our body and our mind and our heart. And awareness is the foundation for well-being. So I'm going to ask you or invite you to soften your gaze or close your eyes and come into this present moment of awareness, just turning inwards for a few moments. And we'll begin by resting on the breath. And notice, what are you currently experiencing? Are you breathing with effort or ease? From the chest or the abdomen? Is your body tense or relaxed? And on a tension scale, 10 being high tension, 1 being low tension, feeling relaxed, where are you right now? And taking a few moments to observe the weather patterns of your mind. What's your mindset right now? You feeling like your mind is busy and active, or is it calm? Notice with compassion and curiosity and awareness. And I invite you to place one hand on the middle of your sternum and one hand below your navel. And coming into awareness of the breath. Allowing the breath to just soften your body. allowing the belly to expand on the inhale and to release and let go on the exhale. I invite you to tune into your heart for a few moments and perhaps set an intention for your well-being practice tonight or the week ahead. And Dr. Dan Siegel suggests that for anything to regulate, it needs to monitor and modify. And that's what we do with our nervous system. We monitor, we modify. So mindful awareness and mindful action. And that's what we're going to participate in tonight, focusing on cultivating our well-being. So I invite you to deepen your breath and come back into our space. And tonight we're going to focus on awareness of our body, mind, and heart, and the ABCs: awareness, balance our energy and flow, utilizing our well-being tools. And then C is connection. And that's connecting within our body, our brain and body, connecting mind, body, spirit, and connecting with each other. The ABCs of well-being. So let's just start off with one of my favorite techniques for when I'm feeling super stressed. So this is called emotional stress release. And the points that we're going to hold are about 1 finger width above your pupils. So we're going to take all of our fingers and place them on our forehead above our pupils, take our thumbs and place them at our temples. And we're holding some acupressure points that are very calming. And just breathing into this, holding lightly, butterfly touch. I've got a few flies buzzing around me here, so it's like fly touch, butterfly touch. And psychologist Rick Hansen suggests that the foundation for our emotional regulation is in our physiological regulation. So when we calm our body, we calm our mind. So it's a great way to calm our body and mind. We're holding very lightly. And when we're feeling a stressor, we can bring that stressor to mind. And this is an amazing technique to bring the blood to the forebrain. We're touching neurovascular points, acupressure points that stimulate changes in our vascular circulation. It's a soothing effect for the brain, allowing our prefrontal cortex to come online here to access it. So I invite you to think of a mild stressor, holding your forehead lightly. And when you think about this stressor, what do you see? What sounds do you hear? And what physical sensations are you currently experiencing in your body? What do you notice? Holding lightly, focusing on the breath. And then sliding your hands down your face to your heart center. And we'll just drop on our heart center in the middle of our sternum, the sea of tranquility. This is a beautiful calming point. And we can put the heel of our hand in that point. We can put our thumbs in that point, our fingertips in that point, whatever feels best for you right now. And we're just going to do a few little bit of energy balancing techniques before we move into some more nervous system calming techniques. So we'll just start off by tapping on our cheekbones. And this is connected to the stomach meridian. And often when the stomach meridian is out of balance, there can be a feeling of worry. So this is a great grounding technique, tapping lightly, breathing, noticing, becoming aware as we balance our body, our mind, and our spirit. And then we're going to go just below the collarbone in that little dip, just outside the sternum. We're going to tap on the end of the kidney meridian. This is a great focusing point, great energizer. It's also a calming point when we hold it. So we're going to hold these points a little bit later. Tapping on our sternum. You can tap as hard as you would like. I'm just being mindful of my mic. And the top of the sternum helps to, when we tap here, it helps to activate the thymus gland, which is great for our immune system. Then we're going to just tap beside our chest, maybe about 4 to 6 inches. This is the end of the spleen meridian, also helpful for our immune system. And then just tapping below our chest, on our rib cage. And then we're going to take one hand on our shoulder. We're going to press in, just hold it for a moment, release it, and pull over to our opposite hip. And this is a great cross-lateral movement. We'll do it on the other side. And we can do this one seated. So it's a nice one to do to connect up the brain and the body. Right to left, left to right. Just pulling across. And then what we'll do is just a little bit of a belt flow. So we're just going to take our hands as far back as they can go and just pulling through over to the other side. Breathing, focusing on this moment in time. And then the other way, a little bit of a belt flow. And then just noticing, how does that feel? A little bit of a shake out there. All right. Now what we're going to do is a beautiful calming technique, and it's also really great for our immune system. So what we're going to do is work with our spleen meridian, and we're also going to work a little bit with the kidney meridian as well. So we're going to begin by placing our hand, just go to the collarbone and just a little bit below. So we're going to be at the end of the kidney meridian. We're also activating the thymus gland, and we're holding it very lightly. So just holding that spot lightly. And then what we're going to do is take our other hand and bring it over beside us and just underneath the armpit, about 4 to 6 inches beside our chest, if that's comfortable, or you can do it on the same side as your hand. I find it easier to cross over, and then crossing over your ankles. So just holding lightly, focusing on the breath. Allowing the breath to bring you into this present moment, anchoring you here and now. So our ankles are crossed, we're holding beneath our armpits and on our thymus at the top of our sternum, and also holding our kidney meridian, calming points. Just notice, perhaps you're noticing some warmth in your hands. I am receiving love, and I am sharing love. I am resting in love. I am receiving courage. I am sharing courage. I am resting in courage. I am receiving forgiveness. I am sharing forgiveness. I am resting in forgiveness. I am receiving compassion and action. I am sharing compassion and action. I am resting in compassion, in action. And I invite you to switch your other hand just below your collarbone, your other hand beside your chest. It can be on the same side or crossing over, and then crossing your ankles the other way. This gives us a figure 8 pattern. Just noticing. I am breathing in love. I am breathing out love. I am resting in love. And then we're going to uncross our ankles, take our fingertips, and gently bringing them together. And each of our fingers have meridian points on them. So we're going to hold them very lightly. And just notice, you may notice a little bit of energy flowing, and placing your thumb in the middle of your sternum in the sea of tranquility, or placing the backs of your thumb in your sternum, whatever feels best. And just bringing awareness to your body. What are you noticing now? Noticing your tension level. Perhaps even noticing your energy level. And then taking your hands and just bringing them down to your lap, and just noticing that beautiful calming technique that was great for our immune system. So we're going to do something called the cook's posture. And earlier we did the cook's posture in one way, and now we're going to do it another way. So I'm actually going to put a stool here so you can see my feet a little bit as we do this. Now, if you have tight hips, this posture would be very challenging to do. So if you have tight hips, I just invite you to cross your ankles over each other, and then to have your hands out in front, cross your hands and bring them in. Or you can have your hands in a butterfly. So you can do this method, or if your hips are fairly flexible, I'm going to show you this cook's posture that is so helpful when you are feeling really stressed. And the other posture is helpful as well. So I invite you to place one foot on your knee, and I have mine a little bit higher so you can see it. And then we're just going to cross our hands. One hand is on our ankle, the other hand is on the bottom of our foot. And on the inhale, we bring the foot towards us. And on the exhale, we release and let go. So it's like we're lengthening our spine on the inhale. And on the exhale, releasing and letting go. And I have found this posture to be really helpful when I'm feeling high stress. And you're working with some meridian points. You're working with the breath. And just breathing as you lengthen and release and let go. And it's also comfortable to do this with your eyes closed. So just breathing in and breathing out. Going at your pace. This is great, especially for kids at school that get a bit scrambled. They're finding it hard to learn. This one is really helpful for kids at school, for teachers. This is helpful for parents. Anyone that gets a little bit scrambled, this is a wonderful movement to do. So I'm going to release and let go. If you had your ankles crossed, change your crossing of your ankles and change the crossing of your hands, bring them in front or butterfly. And then I'm going to switch to the other side. So I'm going to put one foot on top of my knee, and I'm going to cross over, one hand at my ankle, one hand on my foot. So on the inhale, I lengthen. On the exhale, I release and let go. And just notice on the inhale, as you lengthen, allow your abdomen to expand. So expansion of the abdomen and releasing. And you can do this for 2 or 3 minutes. You can do this for 5 minutes, however long it feels good, paying attention to the wisdom of your body as you do this. So as we do our well-being practice today, not only are we calming our body, our nervous system, our mind, we're also promoting well-being, the flow of energy in our body. All right, so we're going to uncross and have our feet uncross, taking our fingertips, bringing them together. And again, we'll just press them into the sea of tranquility, either with our thumbs, laying down, or the tops of our thumbs. Continuing to focus on the breath and bringing to mind the intention that you've set for your practice tonight, and perhaps the intention that you have set for your week. And what I find is that when we set an intention, it brings that message to our body and our brain get the message of what our intention is. And it helps us in our interactions and in our day-to-day activities and experiences. And I just invite you to place your hands on your lap and move my stool over a bit. And often when I'm going through a stressful time, I think of what is my intention as I communicate with this person, as I go into this situation, and then I can do a little bit of a balance of calming my nervous system and perhaps even energizing my body. And I find that that really makes a big difference when I do that. So the next one that we're going to do is we're going to place our hands just very lightly at the sternal notch here, just at our throat. And we're just going to hold it lightly. And we're going to take our other hand and hold it lightly at our temples and place our cheek just right into our hand. So I invite you to close your eyes as you're doing this. And I mentioned earlier tonight that Rick Hanson, who has written Hardwiring for Happiness, he talks about we can hardwire for happiness by taking in, beautiful experiences and memories, 15, 20, 30 seconds at a time. And it helps us to rewire our brain for noticing and feeling good and happiness and joy. So I'm going to invite you for a few moments just to focus on an experience that in this moment brings delight to you, that brings joy. And for me, we have sunset coming. It's always a delight to see the sunset. For you, it may be an experience that you had this week. So we're going to take a few moments to install this positive state into our brain, holding lightly. Allowing the breath to guide you in this present moment. Holding lightly these calming points on your body. And then switching. Our other hand is just at our throat very lightly, placing our fingertips up by our temples. Our hand is just at our cheek. We're resting it there. Coming into the breath, allowing the breath to anchor you in this present moment, allowing the breath to anchor you into a delightful experience, an experience that brings you joy, and install that state of joy in your mind, body, and spirit. And then bringing your hands down to your heart center. And we have one more activity that we're going to do tonight to calm our nervous system. And what we're going to do is take our hands and cross them and bring our fingertips up to our collarbone on each side. So again, we're going to be touching the end of the kidney meridian is calming. We'll be over top of the thymus. And we're going to take our fingertips and just bring them directly below our collarbone in that soft spot. And that's the end of the lung meridian. And it's helpful when it's out of balance just to hold it, but to also, it allows us to let go. So it's an opportunity to pay attention to any emotions and to release and let go. And what we're going to do is just very lightly and slowly tap underneath the collarbones. And I invite you to close your eyes. Once you notice how I'm doing that, I'm just tapping, so like a butterfly tap here from side to side. And I'm just tapping lightly, and I'm being mindful of my microphone, so my hands are up a bit, but laying your hands flat and tapping very slowly, gently, side to side. And envision a calm place, a place that you feel so calm, relaxed, serene. And I invite you to just close your eyes or soften your gaze and go to that beautiful, calm place. Be present in that calm place right now. Just gently tapping and breathing in this calm, relaxing, tranquil place. And just noticing in this calm place, what do you see? What do you hear? What are the scents and the smells surrounding you? Allowing the calmness to permeate throughout your body. Allowing your body to feel calm and relaxed in this moment. And this is a great strategy to calm your body and your mind. And just holding that for a moment, allowing your fingertips to touch just below the collarbone in that soft spot. Bringing one hand to your sternum, your heart center, your other hand below your belly button, below your navel. The sea of tranquility, and then the sea of energy below your navel. And just taking a few moments to notice, now that we've had an opportunity to practice our well-being tools and techniques, taking a few moments to notice. Notice if you're breathing with effort or ease. Is your breath shallow or deep? Are you breathing from your chest or your abdomen? Just noticing with curiosity and compassion. and drawing awareness now to your tension, noticing tension in your body on a tension scale, 10 being high tension, 1 being relaxed. Where are you right now? Just bringing that awareness, noticing any areas of relaxation and calm, placing your attention on that relaxation and calm, and knowing that it's available to you at any time. Knowing that the breath can guide you back home to calm. Invite you to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, be reminded of your intention that you've set for tonight or for this week, and to take that forward with you. And may your week flow with courage and gratitude, forgiveness, compassion and action, and deep, deep love. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been such a privilege and an honor to be part of this month of fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paula. That was amazing. I mean, I'm ready to go in and go to bed right now. That's how relaxed I'm feeling. And that's definitely not how I came in. It's just amazing to have a movement and then feel almost, it seems like almost on a spiritual, well, definitely energetic level, how it works to your benefit. So beautiful.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
what I have found is I do like doing it on Sunday nights, is setting the intention for my week, how I would like it to flow. And when I was teaching and when I was, in the principal role, I would feel anxious on Sunday nights. It's kind of like I wasted my Sunday night feeling anxious about the next day. And I thought Sunday nights is the night I want to set my intention of how I want to be for the week, and how amazing it is to come into these calming practices and then just head off to bed and have a great week.
I know that feeling. When I used to trade bonds, I would spend Sunday night in the toilet because my stomach was all churning. I had so much anxiety and stress, and I was sick. And so I get that. And what a beautiful way to it's just so conscious. And it's amazing to me. I'm very aware of my brain, that everything is so interconnected, and I can feel it, and I feel it flow better. So thank you so much. This was amazing. I love it. I love everything about it. I love you.
I love you too. I'm so happy everyone came tonight, and the messages are there. We're going to do that for the next 3 Sunday nights. So please come back and join us, and know that you can utilize these techniques throughout the week. You can utilize these techniques when you're laying in bed in the middle of the night and you can't sleep, or early Monday morning, or when you're at work and you're feeling a little bit stressed, or when you're with your family and feeling, I just need something to calm my body. So I look forward to seeing you next week, and continue to spread the love. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paula.
Thank you, Alexis.
Thank you.